research was at a time when we believed there were two separate nervous systems, an autonomic nervous system and a voluntary nervous system. They were parallel tracks, but that didn't make, this is in the early 70s, that didn't make sense because there are times when we have a bridge between them. So for instance, you can hold your breath, but only for so long. And then that's a voluntary nervous system activity. Then suddenly you have to get your breath, and that's an autonomic reaction. So something about that didn't make sense to me. So I studied a series of adept meditators. And these were people who could inflict horrible wounds. In one instance, a man who could push a sharpened bicycle spoke entirely through his forearm. And when he was meditating, it looked as though he was sitting on a beach having a good time. You didn't see any stress response. And what he told me was that it wasn't that the pain went away. It changed from a sharp shooting and distracting pain to feeling as though he was pressing on his own arm with his own finger. Wow. And when you looked at what was occurring, the vagus nerve, which is the connection between the brain, the heart, and the central nervous system, got very, very quiet during his meditations. When he was not meditating, we would ask him deliberately, don't meditate. And we'd do something like a little finger prick. And he would react with pain, just as any of us would. But in his deep meditations, he did not bleed. He did not create infections. There was no trauma. And then we had about 7 or 8 other people that we studied over time. And that was the beginning of the mind-body, that it isn't a matter of mind over matter, it's that mind matters, and that there's a profound connection between them. So that was the basis of my research back then. And it continues. The new book is a continuation of that, but now on a genetic level. Yeah. Same events.
Yeah.